right, as Chuck D would say, boom, there it is. All right, Tony, we are in position for a outstanding episode today. We've got our high noon thing ready to rock and roll. I'm feeling great. I've been reading the comments line for a couple of minutes, dude. The particles are already flying all over the place. I've seen discussions, Tony, based on everything of the ladies of PMP. We got some Satan mentions happening right now as we speak. Satan's getting some love out there. We also have Low Steve checking in, TJIF, and a lot of blank LA propaganda flying around. Makes me very happy. I mean, there's anti-Dodger stuff happening all over the place. That's going to be a big thread through today's show. Creative Tony, I'm feeling really good today, dude. It's a beautiful summer day in the Bay. Dodgers-Giants tonight, the first of three. Logan Webb on the hill. We are fired up beyond belief. How are you feeling, dude, on a beautiful weekend here in the Bay? Giants-Dodgers, we're on the cusp of it. How's my main man feeling?
Dude, the weather is incredible, and I'm very excited for this weekend for multiple reasons. We have our own local baseball tournament here, but also Giants-Dodgers, man, as you end the All-Star break. If they have a chance to do some damage and go into the break with taking 2 of 3, I mean, a sweep would be ridiculously incredible, but 2 of 3, if they can take 2 of 3, that would be ideal. That'd be incredible. Going to the break, give Verlander some rest, and also I don't know, just give everybody a few days off and get some rest.
Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of days rest too. As soon as we're done with the show today, Tony, you can rest for a couple of days on top of everything else. Show happening today, dude. We're going to get the audience heavily involved today. I got a couple of different themes I want to introduce, and I want some audience participation with those. It's all again picking up on the anti-Dodger thread. But Tony, before you and I dive into the meat of the show today and all the matters at hand, why don't we give some love to our newest sponsor? One of my favorite guys on the planet. He is Dom Peralta. It's funny. I just saw Dom talking to Rags on the comment line saying, hey, Rags, I might be in New Jersey in October. It's funny you say that, Dom. I might be in New Jersey in October, too. More on that later. But I'm looking at some dates right now, as a matter of fact. So we'll connect on that, and Rags will get you in the loop and all that stuff. But in the meantime, that very same gentleman, Dom Peralta, one of the more talented artists you could ever come across. And I'm very, very proud to have Dom Peralta and Stellar Design on as our most recent sponsor. We love this guy's work. You're familiar with it. We've seen all the stuff he's done for PMP. But let's talk about the proper design studio Dom has, also Stellar Design. The Bay Area's, the San Francisco Bay Area's industrial design studio shaping the future of product innovation. Industrial design, Tony, is the professional practice of developing products and systems that optimize function, value, and appearance for users while weaving in engineering for manufacturers. Also, we got a brand new product launch I want to mention right now. It's called Baller TV Cam. Check it out, T. Baller Cam turns your iPhone into an AI-powered sports camera. Check it out at ballercam.com, BALLER cam.com. We're talking a 4+ year program from October 28th, 2021. That was the start date. They have designed and engineered the entire product development from sketch to mass production, Tony. So this is a pretty exciting time for Stellar Design, and therefore it's exciting for us.
Dude, and you know what's funny, Paulie, is because Dom is such a baller himself. That I'm not surprised that we're talking Baller Cam here on with Stellar Design. But dude, basically for Stellar Design, from breakthrough consumer electronics to life-saving medical devices, it's a broad range. Stellar merges cutting-edge technology with stunning aesthetics, so your product looks amazing and works flawlessly, Paulie. So I'm very, very excited about this new launch too.
I am too, man. Stellar Design, founded in 2014. Good year. Giants won the World Series. Their most recent in 24. I love that 2014 team, by the way. Shout out Big Mike Morse, dude, hitting the pinch hit home run. We were both at that game, bro. The Cardinal game. One of the most exciting Giant games I've ever been to in my life. Obviously, they won the pennant that night, but Big Mike coming in with the pinch hit home run, and then of course Ishikawa, dude, walking it off with the bomb. So I'm a big 2014 guy. And again,
also, shout out the tunnel, dude, the freaking tunnel where that ball disappeared off of Mike Morse's bat. I remember it was down the line, then into the tunnel, dude. I love that on the left field line. I'll never forget that. I mean, that night, it's one of Giants baseball in the history of Giants baseball, man.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit more today. Anyway, again, Stellar Design, founded in 2014. They guide ideas from concept all the way to production through prototyping, testing, Tony, and then launch.
Yeah, dude. And they don't just design products, they create meaningful connections. It's all about the connections, man. That's why we have these people as our partners, like Dom, like Losty, like Long Beach Pizza, like Dr. Matt Young, because it's all about the meaningful connections between people and brands. Whether you're a startup, which is very, 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 very prevalent these days, launching a new product for a Fortune 500 company, or I'm sorry, you're launching a new product, or if you're a Fortune 500 company, expanding your portfolio. Stellar delivers tailored solutions that enhance user experience and drive business success. Visit them. Visit Stellar at stellar.design and make design impact, dude. And you can contact Dominic at Stellar Design. So Dominic at stellar.design, or give him a call or text him 650-796-3144. 650-796-3144. 650-796. We'll go Dante Whitner and Kyle Juszczyk this today.
Okay. All right. Yeah, very good, man. Very good. And by the way, Dom Peralta, when he says call or text me anytime, he's not kidding. He means it. I was talking to Dom late last night, and Dom is working on a variety of stuff that we're going to uncork soon as everything gets closer to launch date. But we got some exciting stuff in the works. Tony and I, behind the scenes, very soon we'll be sharing a lot of exciting information with everybody. But in the meantime, Tony, let's get into what's on the plate this weekend. Giant Dodgers, how's your head? How you feeling? Giants coming off an off day. I love that. They should be fresh and ready to rock and roll. I would expect the conditions tonight at the yard to be somewhat dry and warm. I'm assuming, because it is such a warm day in the Bay Area. So that means the ball's going to carry. You got the right guy on the hill with Logan Webb. What do you think realistically this weekend, Tony? What are you looking for from your San Francisco Giants?
I'm looking for 2 or 3, man. And like I said, the underrated matchup, I think, is the Landon Roop Shohei matchup, because Roop is actually pitching very well in the last month and a half. And Shohei doesn't have much experience under his belt on the mound. I know Shohei is a freak of an athlete. I know we've never seen something like him in MLB history, but with that little experience, what does he have, 2 innings under his belt or an inning under his belt? So, dude, I think that's the underrated matchup of the weekend, and I could see the Giants getting a win there. And then, dude, if they can get one of those two, then go in Sunday with the Robbie Ray, with one of the best pitchers in baseball, going up against Yamamoto, that matchup's gonna be ridiculous, dude. And don't forget, man. Well, we can talk about this later on in the show, but the Casey Schmidt grand salami off of Yamamoto. Don't think that doesn't have an effect on Yamamoto's vibe when pitching against the Giants, because it does, man. That kind of stuff does,
Yeah, and good. I want it to have an effect on him. I want his head all messed up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And also, can I just do this? You were saying you double guns to Shohei, and your mom is cool. One of our friends, your mom is cool, was saying just plunk Shohei first pitch of the series. You know what, dude?
I support it. Go ahead, just drill his ass, man. Just send a message. You know what I mean? And that way, at least we'll get our shots in before the umpires warn both benches. At least we will have instigated for a change, instead of, because it seems like the Giants are getting hit by pitches almost every night, and I'm getting burnt out on it. This time I say we be the aggressor, we be the initiator, and of course I know that's most likely not going to happen. But if it did happen, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I really wouldn't. Right. Just send a message, man.
Shout out shots, because you're talking about firing the first shot, right? And if you do want to send a message, that's a hell of a way to send a message. But I also just want, if we're giving double guns out to people, I want to give double guns out to Kike Hernandez while we're at it, just because he's probably one of my least favorite Dodgers in the history of Dodger baseball. I think he's just, I don't like him at all. Anyways, remember when he went out of his way to drop an F-bomb? Remember when he went out of his way to drop an F-bomb on national TV?
Sort of, but help me out a little. Yeah.
It was a post-game interview, and he said, "Are we live?"
Last postseason, last year?
No, this is. I think it was this season, or maybe it was last season. I think it was. God, if anybody can remind me, it's last season at the very least, maybe the end of last season. But he went out of his way and he asked the interviewer, "Are we live?" And then she said, "Yeah." And then all of a sudden he drops an F-bomb. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man?
That's great. That's great, Kike. And by the way, nice name, dude. Kike. Okay. Yeah, nice freaking name. Cursing on national TV. Way to bum out the kids. Way to scare the parents. Creative Tony, I think you have, hold on. Don Peralta, what's he saying? John Joseph, no need for the bums. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means, but John Joseph, no need for the bums. I never got why so many of the Dog ears fans live here. F them all. Okay, there we go.
Hey, well, listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, kind of springboarding off what you just mentioned, that Kike Hernandez, one of your most disliked, if not hated Dodgers of all time. I want to do a little audience participation thing real quick. Give me your, on the comments line, and I'll throw my own 2 cents in this too, but give me your most hated Dodgers of all time. And there's so many to choose from. It's like a potpourri of dislikability and hatred. I mean, take your freaking pick. I'm like fanning the deck of Dodger cards. You pluck one. Tell me who your all-time most hated guys are. I'm going to go ahead and say I was never a big Yasiel Puig guy. I want to throw that on the table right now. I was never a big Puig guy, but I'm old enough that I go all the way back to the 70s, man, when they had all those teams with Baker and Garvey and Lopes and all those. So I'm going to take Exhibit A, Steve Garvey. Who's with me? Low Steve. Yep, me and you. See, we grew up in the exact same time. You know what I'm talking about. Steve Garvey, dude, with his whole Captain America thing, holier than thou. He didn't curse. He was Mr. Perfect. Now I think he's in politics down there, pissing people off in a whole new way. Anyway, I got double guns for Garvey today, yesterday, and in the future. I think for me, Tony, he's number one all time. Steve Garvey. Okay,
dude. You know what's funny? Your mom is cool. Just put this up here, and Steve Sachs and Ron Say are like number 2 and number 3 behind Garvey, dude. Because I can't stand. Remember I think they called Ron Say the Penguin, and could not stand Ron Say. And then Steve Sachs. I love that there's a thing now called Steve Sachs syndrome, where when people can't throw from second base, they get the yips. Like Chuck Knobloch had it for the Twins for a while.
Sure.
And dude, because he couldn't make a throw from second to first base because he was so deep into his own head. So F Steve Sachs, F Ron Say, F Steve Garvey, F Kike Hernandez. And dude, you had a nice rant yesterday about Shohei and the squeaky clean Shohei, dude. There's something going on. Yeah, there's something going on.
Something going on. It's right in front of us, dude. Let me remind you once again, the Mr. Squeaky Clean, Captain America baseball. I know he's not American, but you guys know what I mean. You got to roll with me a little bit here. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, dude. I'm not buying this whole squeaky clean image. Oh, I didn't know anything about him taking money out of my account and placing bet after bet after bet after bet. Yeah, no, it's totally happening unbeknownst to me. Bull S, okay?
Right.
Bull S. By the way, here's something else I hate. Let me just get all the hatred out of my system nice and real. Like it's an exorcism of Giants hatred, Dodger hatred. And by the way, now Noemi is bumming me out. She's like taking me to task. She's going, Paulie, listen, Kike is a very common nickname for like people named Enrique. And I know, but I'm just saying, you got to let me riff. You got to let Paulie hate on a Friday when the Dodgers are in town. You got to let me hate. You got to let me run wild. Anyway, but note taken. Thank you, Noemi. Tony, I want to say, you know what else is one of my biggest pet peeves? And this is a newer phenomenon that we're all kind of contending with. I would say over the past, I don't know, maybe 7-8 years or so, dude, the invasion of Dodger fans every time they come to, it was not always like that. I'm telling you, it was not always like that. That now when the Dodgers come to town, bro, you better make some room because here come 15 to 20,000 of their people marching down the street wearing blue. Really pisses me off. And that's something I hope we put a stop to this weekend. I hope Giant fans are out in full force. But you know what I'm talking about, Tony? I take exception to the way the Dodger fans have just started rolling into our yard. It really upsets me.
A couple things. First of all, Los D on the chat. I see you, brother. We got a video from Los D to share later on in the show. It's great stuff. And then also Los says he didn't like Reggie Smith. That's a little foreshadowing, a little tease for later on in the show. I got a great Reggie Smith story I want to share with the PNB audience.
Reggie Smith. Yes, that's it's an all-time classic. Yes.
Yeah. And then Paulie, I hate to say this, you're not going to like this, and nobody's going to like this, but the Giants fans are the ones to blame for all those Dodgers fans in the stadium. If they didn't sell their season tickets, you know, it's like, come on. What's more important to, like, why do you have season tickets? See, now this is going to get me all worked up again, because I know certain people that will buy season tickets just to resell them. You know what I'm saying? They'll just resell them. They they have no intention of going to the yard. And it's like, why?
I hate that so much. It's like a business venture instead of just being a Giants fan and supporting Giant baseball. Yeah, they do it like strategically to make a couple of bucks. I freaking hate that, because you know what? Right. It comes at the expense of the Giants themselves. It comes at the expense of real Giant fans who would love to be at the game, but instead they're going to the highest bidder, and a lot of those people coming up from Los Angeles. That really pissed me off. But go ahead, T. I interrupted your flow. Go ahead.
No. That's basically my point. Is that there's nobody to blame but ourselves, right? It's like nobody's fault but mine. Queue up, nobody's fault but mine, because it's the people selling the tickets and letting the Dodger fans that are willing to pay those bigger prices, willing to spend on the airfare and the lodging to definitely make their voices and their appearance seen and heard. Like dude, I gotta say, like, I'm not tipping my cap to them because I'll never tip my cap to anything Dodger related, but I'm just saying that you got to say, like, they go for it. And if they're willing to pay for it, Giants fans, stop selling your freaking tickets. Go to the game. Give them to family members. Sorry.
Couple quick things, just so we know, in case we have some kind of unfortunate meltdown today, Tony. I'm getting a lot of staticky, frozen Tony images today. Might be the warm weather again. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Heads up, just in case the whole thing comes down. You'll know. I'm going to blame it on the weather. Shout out Milli Vanilli. Blame it on the rain. Tony, you also encourage me to queue up "Nobody's Fault But Mine" by Led Zeppelin. No problem. Done. I'll do that. I'll do that just for fun without your instruction. All right, we got a super here. Let's give him some love. NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC. I need a Satan Black. You got it, brother. Hold on one second. Let me get over to my Satan page here. Where am I? Okay, so what are we talking? Just condemn the Dodgers to hell kind of thing? I can handle that. Tony, hold on. Why don't you interview Satan, Tony? Why don't you ask Satan a couple of questions? Here he comes. Go ahead.
Welcome back to the program, Satan. It's good to have you. Thank you for coming out of the darkness to join the light of day. And
it's my pleasure. My pleasure, Tony. My pleasure, creative Tony.
So we're big fans of hexes here on the show, and we would love for you to put a hex on the Dodgers this weekend coming into town, especially the likes of Shohei Ohtani.
Would you mind if I also did like a song parody while also condemning the Dodgers to hell? Would that work? Would that work? All right, let me try something.
So the hex, I didn't catch that hex probably for some reason. I don't know what happened there. Can you can you redo the hex?
Let me wave my hand and I condemn the Dodgers to the fiery depths of hell.
Did you happen to mute yourself, Paulie?
What's that?
What's that? What'd you say?
I can't hear you for some reason. I don't know what happened.
Oh, the Satan didn't come through?
Yeah, you didn't mute yourself, correct?
Hold on one second. I don't know. It should be working. I'm getting in my headphones. We're going to have to abandon ship on this today. I don't know. Sometimes it's dicey.
Dude, I can't hear you, bud. And I'm frozen, too.
Right now?
Can you hear Satan right now?
Gosh darn it. Oh, man. Gosh darn it. Paulie, I'm going to make a suggestion that we end this stream and start a new one because I can't hear you. And you, like you said, it is glitchy, too.
Nobody go anywhere. We're coming right back. Stay put. Stay put. Yes. Let's go.
Yeah. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay. 10 minutes. Here we go. Peace out. We'll be right back, people.